Jaipur India has in fact won the toss. They have opted to bowl first. There are two changes in this particular team. Harshit Rana and Arshdeep are out. Varun Chakravarti and Boom Boom is back in the team. It is the same combination that took on Pakistan in that very first match.
Well, let's go back to Nikhil Chopra. Nikhil, is this on the expected lines that Varun Chakravarti and Jasprit Bumrah coming back and India bowling after winning the toss?
Yeah, expected. Just before the toss, I think Osama asked me that question, and I said, just to add to that pressure on Pakistan, with the kind of quality that Team India has got, if they go out there, win the toss, bowl first, Pakistan, to be competitive, they realize on that surface, against this quality bowling, they need to get about 160, 170, which is not going to be an easy task. So I think Suryakumar Yadav and the Indian think tank doing the right thing, winning the toss, opting to bowl first, try and bowl out Pakistan early, or even try and restrict them to less than 150 odd runs. So chasing with the kind of quality batting that we've got batting till number 8. So I don't see that as an issue, that they'll be able to chase that score down.
All right. In fact, Nikhil bhai, just to tell this to our audience, this time, the second time around, there were no handshakes before the match.
It is deliberate,
It is quite deliberate.
At this time around, you can't blame it on match referee Andy Pycroft. As Mohammad Azharuddin said in the show yesterday, everything will depend on the instructions that Indian cricket team really gets. And Nikhil, would you say that this is on the lines of the instructions that the players may have got?
I don't know so much, Rika, about the instructions. I think what's happened in the last 5-6 days after that first game versus Pakistan, no handshake. What would have been surprising for everybody doing the show today, that if there were handshakes. So this, of course, has been on the expected lines, and even post the game, I don't see those handshakes taking place.
Let's also talk about what Suryakumar Yadav and the Pakistan captain Salman Agha have said. Surya basically said in that interview that yesterday at training, there was a lot of dew which has basically influenced his decision to bowl first. While Salman Agha, he also says that he would have liked to bowl as well. What do you make of that, Nikhil bhai?
Yeah, I guess with 12 overs of spin, 3 spinners that Team India is playing, they're looking to bowl first because they want the they want the spinners to be bowling with a drier ball, and come the dew in the second innings, the ball gets wet, the surface gets better to bat on. A, it'll bind better, and B, when the ball gets slightly wet, thanks to a bit of dew as well, it comes on to the bat much nicer. You can hit through the line of the ball, and the spinners find it really tough to impart any sort of revolutions on the cricket ball. It gets really tough for any spinner, finger spinner or wrist spinner, to control the ball when the stitching of the cricket ball gets wet. So I think that's why, if they felt that during practice session there was dew, so no real surprises as well.
Thank you very much, Nikhil, for joining us on the broadcast. We're also joined by former Indian physiotherapist John Gloucester, who's been with the Indian cricket team for a considerable number of years. He's also been with Rajasthan Royals. John, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast this evening. Tell us, now that India is bowling first, what is the kind of run you expect to be on the board?
Great to see you again, guys. Great to be here. First of all, I just want to go back and go over something that I read in the newspaper this morning, which I thought was one of the best pieces of performance advice I'd ever seen, where the skipper said to his boys, shut your doors, shut your phones, and shut your eyes, go to sleep. I just want to take hands off to the skipper for that, because that's probably the best piece of performance advice I've heard from any captain to his team. I know it was before the Pakistan team, but before the Pakistan match, but that should be the same before every game. Anyway, back to the game. Look, as they said, it's going to be very difficult to bowl later on in the evening. The dew does get hit very heavy there. It's 34 degrees, I believe, there at the moment. So very difficult conditions towards the back end of the game. Given that it's going to be dewy at the back end of the game, I think you're going to need a minimum 180 plus to look at any sort of defence. But with the bowling attack that India's got, they've got every base covered from quicks right through to the spinners. And then if you look down that batting order, as you said, to number 8, as Nikhil Bhai said, down to number 8, everything's covered. So it's got to be an interesting one from Pakistan's perspective, given the type of tournament that they've had to date. But then again, India last game, a little bit of a shake-up from Oman, but it's made them go back, reevaluate, and obviously think again. But it's going to be a great game.
Right. John, just to add to that question, you spoke about Pakistan and you spoke about Salman Agha. In his interview, he says that this particular game, it is going to be a new challenge and they want to play good cricket. Mood in the team is normal, is what Salman Agha has said. The mood in the team, is it really normal, or will the players be under a lot of pressure because they've already...
Putting up a brave face.
Putting up a brave face. They've already lost to India in the first encounter and there have been a lot of conversations around this particular match. Will the mood be really normal in the Pakistan camp?
Look, what's gone's gone. That's 5-6 days ago now, the incident that occurred around the handshakes. That's forgotten about. These guys are professional cricketers. They're going to move on pretty quickly. The other thing is India's record against Pakistan is very, very good. So there's going to be no tension around that. These guys, as you know, are pretty familiar with Dubai as well. It's almost like their second home ground, to be honest. So in terms of conditions, they'll be familiar. This is a great challenge. Anybody that comes up and challenges India and takes India on, and if they win, then in that case, it's a significant achievement. So every single one of these players, from the skipper right through to number 11, whether they're batting, whether they're bowling, once you step over that white line, whether it's against Australia, whether it's getting whoever it is, but particularly for this game, these guys are going to be 100% switched on. Their preparation's been good. India's preparation's been good. So I actually believe this is going to be a very, very good game.